German Chancellor Angela Merkel arrived in Dubrovnik at around noon today to attend a meeting of the Brdo Brijuni process. This is Merkel's first visit to Croatia since it became a member of the European Union, and EU enlargement and the situation in the region will be the main topics of this gathering, which is also being attended by heads of state from Southeast Europe. Croatian President Ivo Josipovic said this meeting confirms that Europe's leaders see all of Europe as a whole that should be encompassed by the EU, provided that they meet all membership criteria, and that it also validates both Croatia and Slovenia as its key players in the region. On its last working day before the summer recess, the Croatian parliament is holding a vote on the points of the agenda deliberated over the preceding days. The plenary session is deciding whether the referendum question proposed by the headquarters for the defense of Croatian Vukovar, the so-called referendum on the Cyrillic script, will be sent to the Constitutional Court to assess its constitutionality. MPs are also voting on the final draft of the Labor Act and the Life Partnership Act for persons of the same sex. And in front of Parliament, the Women's Front against the new Labour legislation continued its protest, and they had the support of the Initiative for the Life Partnership Act. Also, activists from the election monitoring NGO known as GONG were collecting signatures from MPs for electoral reform. They are proposing a change in constituencies, the introduction of preferential voting, amendments to referendum rules, and a ban on persons convicted of corruption, white-collar crime, and war crimes from running for office. The group intends to publish the list of MPs who support their proposal tomorrow. After releasing a list of persistent tax evaders, the Labor Ministry now intends to release a list of shame for employers, meaning those who have not paid salaries to their employees for 3 or more months. According to some speculation, there are over 10,000 firms that have not paid wages and contributions to over 55,000 employees in the first 4 months of the year. The assets of these companies will be examined, and if it is ascertained that they cannot pay salaries, then the ministry will attempt to determine why they are not implementing bankruptcy proceedings or pre-bankruptcy settlements. The strike in the Split-based construction company Constructor is continuing, organized by the Construction Trade Union of Croatia. However, today the Independent Construction Workers Union and the Workers' Council operating in Constructor both released statements in which they say they do not support the strike and claim that it is harming the company. A member of the Independent Trade Union said the strike will not help them get the money they are owed, adding that it is better that they keep on working to prevent the company from declaring bankruptcy or going out of business. As part of its Mediterranean tour, the renowned Rainbow Warrior, a yacht used by the international environmental group Greenpeace, sailed into Split's harbor today. The Rainbow Warrior is in the Adriatic Sea to promote renewable sources of energy, and in addition to Split, it will also visit Zadar, Rijeka, and Pula. This evening, Zadar and Zagreb will be Croatia's meccas for good music. Renowned rock band Deep Purple is holding a concert in Zadar in a former track and field arena where a special stage is being set up. Meanwhile, in Zagreb, actor, writer, and musician Hugh Laurie, perhaps best known for portraying the surly yet popular Dr. House on television, will be holding a concert in the Sports Hall as part of his European tour to promote his second album, Didn't It Rain? In sports, in men's water polo at the European Championships being held in Hungary, Croatia defeated Germany yesterday with a score of 10-5. This evening they will have a greater challenge against Spain, which defeated host country Hungary yesterday with a score of 12-9. And in soccer action, this evening Zagreb's team Dinamo will face off on its home turf against Lithuanian champion Žalgiris Vilnius in the second pre-qualification round for the European Champions League. And finally, the weather forecast for the rest of the day. Conditions will remain unstable with occasionally overcast skies throughout the country and with rainfall in most inland regions. No precipitation is expected on the coast. Moderate to strong bora winds will blow on the coast. The sea surface will be moderately choppy and water temperatures will range from 22 to 25 degrees Celsius. Visibility will be good. Today's temperatures will range from 22 to 28 degrees Celsius throughout the country. In the coming days, unstable conditions will continue inland. Temperatures will be warmer, but isolated showers can also be expected. Conditions on the coast will improve, however. There will still be occasionally overcast skies, but there will be no precipitation and temperatures are expected to rise.